What if I told you that a heart attack can strike without warning, while you are driving, sitting comfortably at home, or even while you are asleep? Imagine going about your day, feeling fine one moment, and then suddenly, an intense pressure grips your chest. Your breath becomes shallow, your body weakens, and panic sets in. You are alone. What do you do? Heart attacks do not always happen in the way you see in movies. They are often silent, creeping in with symptoms that may be easy to dismiss. But make no mistake, every second counts. More than 805,000 Americans suffer a heart attack each year. And many do not make it because they do not recognize the signs or act fast enough. Some people mistake the warning signals for indigestion or exhaustion, while others wait, hoping the discomfort will pass. But when it comes to your heart, waiting can be deadly. Now, imagine yourself in that critical moment. There is no one around to help. Your survival depends entirely on what you do next. Would you know how to save yourself? If you do not have the right knowledge, those crucial first moments could determine whether you live or die. But here's the good news. Today, I am going to share with you 9 essential life-saving steps that can drastically improve your chances of surviving a heart attack when you are alone. These are not just tips, they are actions that could mean the difference between life and death. And before we begin, here is a shocking reality: half of all heart attack deaths happen within the first hour. This means that what you do immediately when symptoms begin can be the key to survival. There is no time for hesitation, no time to second-guess your symptoms. You need to take action, and you need to take it fast. So let's dive in, because knowing these steps could save your life, or the life of someone you love. Recognizing the warning signs: why time is muscle. When it comes to a heart attack, time is the most valuable thing you have. The sooner you recognize the warning signs and take action, the better your chances of survival. A heart attack is not always a dramatic event like you see in the movies. Many people do not clutch their chest and fall to the ground immediately. Instead, the symptoms can be subtle and easy to dismiss. Too often, people mistake early warning signs for indigestion, fatigue, or stress, which can delay life-saving treatment. One of the most critical symptoms to watch for is crushing chest pain. This is often described as a squeezing, pressure-like sensation in the center of your chest. It may feel like someone is sitting on your chest, making it hard to breathe. This pain can last for several minutes or come and go. It is important to know that not all heart attacks cause severe chest pain. But when this symptom appears, it should never be ignored. Another major red flag is shortness of breath, even when you are not exerting yourself. If you suddenly find it hard to breathe, feel winded for no reason, or notice that simple activities like walking across the room leave you gasping for air, this could be your heart signaling a problem. Shortness of breath can occur before or along with chest discomfort and is often a key indicator of a heart attack. Heart attack symptoms are not always limited to the chest. Many people experience pain in unexpected areas, such as the arms, back, jaw, neck, or stomach. The pain might start in the chest and spread outward, or it might appear in these areas without noticeable chest discomfort. This is especially common in women, who may experience heart attack symptoms differently than men. A dull ache or pressure in the jaw, back, or arms should never be ignored. Additional warning signs include dizziness, nausea, or cold sweats. If you suddenly feel lightheaded, break into a cold sweat, or feel nauseous, your body could be in distress. Some people vomit, while others feel like they might faint. These symptoms can sometimes be mistaken for anxiety, food poisoning, or low blood sugar, but if they occur along with other heart attack symptoms, do not ignore them. The most important thing to remember is that a heart attack does not always follow a predictable pattern. If you feel unusual discomfort, weakness, or pain, do not assume it will go away on its own. Time is muscle. The longer a heart attack goes untreated, the more damage it does to your heart. Every second that passes without medical intervention increases the risk of serious complications, long-term heart damage, or even death. Pro tip: do not wait, call for help immediately. If you experience any of these symptoms, do not wait to see if they go away. Call 911 immediately. Many people hesitate because they are unsure whether they are really having a heart attack. But in this situation, it is always better to be safe than sorry. Early intervention can save your life and reduce the severity of heart damage. Do not ignore the warning signs. Your body is trying to tell you something. Listen to it. The 9 steps to take immediately if you are alone. When a heart attack strikes, your immediate actions can determine whether you survive or not. The first few minutes are critical, and what you do in those moments can mean the difference between life and death. If you are alone, it is even more important to stay calm and take the right steps quickly. Let's start with the most important action you must take first. Step 1. Call 911. Do not wait. The very first thing you need to do is call 911 immediately. Do not hesitate, and do not waste time trying to see if the symptoms will go away. Many people delay calling for help because they are unsure whether they are truly having a heart attack. Some worry about calling 911 for a false alarm, while others try to convince themselves that the discomfort is something minor. But when it comes to your heart, every second counts. Waiting even 5 extra minutes could increase the risk of serious heart damage, or even death. When you call 911, stay as calm and clear as possible. The dispatcher needs to understand your situation quickly so they can send help immediately. Here's what you should say. I think I am having a heart attack, and I am alone. This is the most critical information they need to know right away. It tells them the urgency of your condition and that you may need assistance entering your home if you are unable to open the door. If possible, give them your address right away in case you lose consciousness before the conversation ends. The dispatcher will likely ask you about your symptoms. Be brief but specific. Tell them if you are experiencing chest pain, shortness of breath, nausea, dizziness, or pain spreading to your arms, jaw, or back. This information helps them assess your condition and prepare emergency responders before they arrive. Stay on the line and follow instructions. Once you have called 911, do not hang up the phone. The dispatcher may provide life-saving instructions to help keep you stable while waiting for paramedics. They might tell you to sit down, control your breathing, or take aspirin if you have it and it is safe for you. These small steps can make a significant difference in protecting your heart from further damage. Many people underestimate the importance of staying on the line. But if your condition worsens, the dispatcher can immediately update the emergency responders so they can prepare to assist you more effectively upon arrival. If you suddenly stop speaking or responding, they may recognize that you have lost consciousness and instruct the paramedics accordingly. Why every second matters. A heart attack occurs when blood flow to the heart is blocked, depriving the heart muscle of oxygen. The longer this blockage remains, the more heart tissue dies. Delaying treatment, even by just a few minutes, can lead to severe complications, including heart failure, permanent damage, or death. People who receive immediate medical care have a much higher chance of survival and recovery. This is why calling 911 is not just an option, it is your best chance at survival. Even if you start feeling slightly better, do not cancel the emergency call. The symptoms may come and go, but the underlying problem is still there. Final reminder. If you ever experience chest pain, shortness of breath, or any unusual discomfort that could signal a heart attack, do not take any chances. Call 911 immediately. The sooner medical professionals arrive, the better your chances of survival and recovery. Time is your greatest enemy during a heart attack, but quick action can be your greatest ally. Step 2. Chew an aspirin, if advised by a doctor. After calling 911, the next critical step in managing a heart attack is taking aspirin, if it is safe for you. Aspirin is a powerful blood thinner that can help slow the formation of dangerous blood clots. Since most heart attacks occur due to a blockage in the arteries, aspirin can help improve blood flow to the heart while you wait for emergency responders. But how you take it matters. If you have regular aspirin on hand, chew one 325 mg tablet or 481 mg baby aspirins. Do not swallow it whole. Chewing allows the aspirin to enter your bloodstream faster, helping to break up clots more quickly. Studies show that chewing aspirin works significantly faster than swallowing a pill, which takes longer to digest. However, aspirin is not safe for everyone. If you have a known aspirin allergy, a bleeding disorder, or a history of stomach ulcers, taking aspirin could do more harm than good. In some cases, aspirin can increase the risk of excessive bleeding, particularly in people who take blood thinners or have certain medical conditions. That is why it is essential to talk to your doctor ahead of time about whether aspirin should be part of your emergency heart attack plan. Do not wait until a crisis happens to find out whether it is safe for you. If your doctor recommends it, keep aspirin easily accessible in your nightstand, purse, or a common area, so you can take it immediately if needed. Remember, aspirin does not replace medical care. It is simply a temporary aid to help slow the progression of a heart attack until paramedics arrive. Always prioritize calling 911 first, and only take aspirin if you know it is safe for you. Step 3. Unlock your door for paramedics. Once you have called 911 and, if appropriate, taken aspirin, the next crucial step is to unlock your door. Many people overlook this simple action, but it can save precious time and ensure that emergency responders can reach you quickly. If you are still mobile and able to move, try to make your way to the front door and unlock it immediately. In an emergency, every second matters, and if paramedics arrive to find your door locked, they may have to force entry, wasting valuable time that could be used to treat you. A locked door could delay life-saving care by several minutes, and during a heart attack, every second counts. If you feel too weak to move, consider leaving the door slightly open to signal that help is needed. This small action can make a big difference, especially if you begin to lose consciousness before paramedics arrive. If possible, try to stay near the entrance so responders can locate you quickly upon arrival. Another important step is to keep your phone within reach after unlocking the door. The 911 dispatcher may need to check in on you, and having your phone close ensures you can still communicate if your condition worsens. Taking this step may seem minor, but it is one of the most practical and effective ways to help emergency responders assist you without delay. Unlocking your door could be the difference between immediate care and a critical delay, so if you are able, do it as soon as you call for help. Step 4. Sit down and stay calm. Do not lie down. Once you have called 911 and unlocked your door, the next step is to sit down and remain as calm as possible. This is critical because reducing stress on your heart can help minimize damage while you wait for emergency responders. Find a sturdy chair or sit on the floor with your back against a wall. Sitting upright allows your heart to work more efficiently and keeps blood flowing properly. Do not lie flat, as this can make breathing more difficult and potentially worsen your condition. If you feel dizzy or faint, sitting with support will help stabilize your body and prevent injury if you lose consciousness. At this moment, controlling your breathing is key. A heart attack can trigger panic, which may cause rapid, shallow breathing and put extra strain on your heart. Instead, focus on slow, deep breaths to keep oxygen flowing and help regulate your heart rate. Here is a simple breathing technique to follow. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 2 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeating this process will help calm your nervous system, lower stress levels, and prevent your heart from working harder than it needs to. If you are alone, staying calm can be challenging, but remind yourself that help is on the way. Avoid unnecessary movement, and do not try to push through the pain or overexert yourself. Your goal is to conserve as much energy as possible and allow your body to focus on keeping your heart stable until medical professionals arrive. Step 5. Do not try to drive yourself. No matter how close the hospital is, do not attempt to drive yourself during a heart attack. It may seem like the quickest way to get medical help, but driving in this condition is extremely dangerous. A heart attack can cause dizziness, shortness of breath, chest pain, and even sudden loss of consciousness. These symptoms can make it impossible to focus on the road, putting not only your life at risk but also the lives of other drivers and pedestrians. Even if you think you can push through the discomfort, a sudden worsening of symptoms could cause you to lose control of your vehicle, leading to a severe or even fatal accident. Another major concern is that driving delays medical treatment. When you call 911, paramedics are dispatched with life-saving equipment and trained professionals who can begin treatment the moment they arrive. They can provide oxygen, monitor your heart, administer emergency medications, and even resuscitate you if needed. If you attempt to drive, you miss out on critical pre-hospital care that could stabilize your condition before you even reach the hospital. It is understandable that in moments of panic, you may feel the urge to take action and get yourself to the hospital as quickly as possible. But waiting for an ambulance is always the safer choice. The emergency medical team can provide immediate care, monitor your condition, and ensure you arrive at the hospital safely. Instead of risking your life behind the wheel, sit down, stay calm, and wait for professional help. Your best chance at survival starts with making the right decision, calling 911 and letting trained medical responders take care of you. Step 6. Inform someone nearby if possible. After calling 911 and ensuring you are in a safe position, letting someone nearby know about your situation can be a critical step in ensuring you get help as quickly as possible. Even though emergency responders are on their way, having a family member, neighbor, or friend aware of what is happening can make a significant difference, especially if your condition worsens before paramedics arrive. If you have the strength, call or text a trusted person and tell them, "I think I'm having a heart attack. I've called 911, but I need someone to be aware of my condition." This simple message can prompt them to check on you immediately and provide assistance if needed. If speaking is too difficult, use voice commands on smart home devices like Alexa or Siri to make a hands-free call. Many devices now allow emergency calls without needing to press buttons, which can be a lifesaver if you feel weak or lightheaded. For those who may not be able to speak at all, consider using your phone's Emergency SOS feature or sending a preset emergency text to your contacts. Many smartphones have built-in functions that automatically notify emergency contacts with your location, letting them know you are in distress. If you live alone, setting up these features ahead of time can be an important precaution. Even if you are conscious and able to communicate, having someone aware of your condition adds an extra layer of safety. They can unlock the door for paramedics, provide comfort while you wait, and ensure that help arrives as quickly as possible. In a medical emergency, having someone by your side, even virtually, can make all the difference. Step 7. Use your phone's Emergency SOS feature. In a medical emergency, time is everything. But what if you are too weak to dial 911? Your smartphone can call for help automatically, even if you cannot press a single number. Many people are unaware that modern phones have an Emergency SOS feature designed specifically for situations like a heart attack. Activating it takes just a few seconds and can immediately alert emergency responders while also notifying your emergency contacts. If you have an iPhone, you can activate Emergency SOS by pressing and holding the side button and one of the volume buttons until the emergency slider appears. If you continue holding, your phone will automatically call 911 and send your real-time location to first responders. For Android users, quickly press the power button 5 times in a row to activate the Emergency SOS feature. Some models may require you to set up this function in advance, so it is a good idea to check your settings now to ensure it is enabled. One of the biggest advantages of using Emergency SOS is that it sends your exact location to paramedics. If you are unable to speak or tell them where you are, your phone does the work for you. This can be especially life-saving if you are at home alone or in an unfamiliar location. If you have not yet set up your emergency features, do it now, before you ever need it. Preparing ahead of time can save valuable minutes in a real emergency and might be the difference between getting help in time or not. Step 8. Cough CPR, only as a last resort. In an extreme emergency, when you are alone and feel yourself losing consciousness before help arrives. Some believe that cough CPR may temporarily help keep blood circulating. However, it is important to understand that this is not a substitute for medical treatment. Your first priority should always be to call 911 and follow the dispatcher's instructions. The idea behind cough CPR is that forceful coughing can create pressure changes in the chest, which may help maintain blood flow to the brain and heart for a short period. If you suddenly feel faint, lightheaded, or like you are about to pass out, you can try this technique only as a last resort. Here's how it works. Take a deep breath to fill your lungs with air. Forcefully cough as if you were trying to clear your throat. Repeat every 2 seconds, ensuring that the coughs are deep and strong. This repeated action may help generate a small amount of blood circulation, buying you extra seconds until paramedics arrive. However, it is not a proven or widely accepted medical treatment for heart attacks, and some doctors warn against it. If you feel yourself losing consciousness, cough CPR should never be your first action. It should only be attempted if calling for help is not an option and you are physically unable to stay alert. The best thing you can do is call 911 immediately. Stay as calm as possible, and wait for trained professionals to take over. Step 9. Stay as still as possible until help arrives. Once you have called 911, taken the necessary precautions, and positioned yourself safely, the best thing you can do is remain as still as possible. Avoid unnecessary movement, as physical activity forces your heart to work harder, increasing its need for oxygen, something it is already struggling to get. A heart attack occurs when blood flow to the heart is blocked, depriving the heart muscle of the oxygen it needs to function. The more you move, the more strain you put on your heart, which can worsen the damage. This is why minimizing physical effort is critical while waiting for paramedics. Even if you start to feel slightly better, do not attempt to stand, walk, or engage in any activity that increases your heart rate. If you are sitting, stay seated. If you are on the floor, stay in a comfortable position with support. Do not attempt to lie flat unless instructed to do so by medical personnel, as this can sometimes make breathing more difficult. Focus on staying calm and controlling your breathing. Taking slow, deep breaths can help reduce anxiety and prevent unnecessary stress on your heart. At this moment, your priority is conservation, conserving energy, conserving oxygen, and allowing emergency responders to arrive as quickly as possible without worsening your condition. Every second you remain calm and still increases your chances of survival. Remind yourself, help is on the way. Your job now is to stay put. Stay as relaxed as possible, and let trained professionals take over when they arrive. Survival starts with taking the right steps, and staying still is one of the most important. How to prevent a future heart attack. Surviving a heart attack is a life-changing event, but it also means you are at higher risk for another one. The good news is that by making the right lifestyle changes and staying prepared, you can significantly lower your chances of experiencing another heart attack. Prevention starts with understanding your risks and taking proactive steps to protect your heart. Know your risk factors. Certain health conditions and lifestyle habits increase your risk of heart disease. These include high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, obesity, smoking, and chronic stress. If you have any of these risk factors, talk to your doctor about how to manage them effectively. Regular checkups, medication when necessary, and lifestyle adjustments can all help reduce your risk. Adopt a heart-healthy lifestyle. Making small, sustainable changes to your daily routine can make a big difference. Start by focusing on a heart-healthy diet, one rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Cut back on processed foods, added sugars, excess salt, and unhealthy fats that contribute to heart disease. Regular exercise is another key factor. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate activity per week, such as brisk walking, swimming, or cycling. Staying active strengthens your heart and improves circulation. If you smoke, quitting is one of the best things you can do for your heart. Smoking damages blood vessels, increases blood pressure, and raises your risk of another heart attack. Limiting alcohol consumption and finding healthy ways to manage stress, such as meditation, yoga, or deep breathing, can also improve heart health. Stay prepared. Being prepared for an emergency can make all the difference. Always keep your phone charged and emergency contacts updated so you can quickly call for help if needed. If your doctor has prescribed nitroglycerin or other emergency medications, keep them in a place where you can easily access them at all times. Heart attack prevention is about long-term commitment to your health. By understanding your risks, making heart-friendly choices, and staying prepared, you give yourself the best chance of living a longer, healthier life. Closing statement: take action and protect your heart. Now that you know the 9 life-saving steps to survive a heart attack when alone, the next step is to spread this knowledge. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States, and being prepared can make all the difference. Do not keep this information to yourself. Share it with your family, friends, and loved ones. You never know when someone may find themselves in a life-threatening situation, and this knowledge could be what saves them. But learning how to survive a heart attack is just the beginning. Prevention is key. Recognizing early warning signs and making heart-healthy choices can help reduce the risk of a heart attack altogether. That is why I encourage you to continue educating yourself. Subscribe now and stay updated on the most important health and survival tips. Do not miss our next video, where we break down the early warning signs of heart disease that you should never ignore. Catching symptoms early could prevent an emergency before it happens. Your health is in your hands, and taking action today can protect you and those around you. Stay informed, stay prepared, stay alive.